Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome to Quick Brit Games. And today we're going to be breaking down the recent trailer for Funko Fusion, the new reveal trailer. We're going to be going through it scene by scene to kind of see what information that we can get out of it. But since we're not going to be playing the audio from the trailer as we're breaking it down, I do want to go over the dialogue that sort of plays throughout the trailer first, just so we can kind of get a sense of what's going on in the story. So throughout the trailer, you're going to hear the villain talking, and he's voiced by Clancy Brown, the voice of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, so that's actually very cool. They did confirm that the game isn't going to have any voice acting, so I don't know if this is just for the trailer, or maybe the villain is the only one that talks. Not sure, but this is what he says. He says, "I have waited, misshapen in the darkness. I have watched your worlds with envious eyes. Soon I will be ready in countless forms. I will strike, your worlds will fall, and your people will suffer. And then all your power will be mine. So get ready, Freddy." Referring to Freddy Funko there. So there's a couple lines I want to point out. He says, "I have watched your worlds," referring to the different franchises, "with envious eyes." So I guess that means he envies something, so he wants something from each of the different franchises, so not sure what that is. And then also he says, "Soon I will be ready and in countless forms." These countless forms, I believe, is what we're going to see as we break down this trailer. He seems to be possessing different enemies throughout each of these franchises, but let's go ahead and get into breaking down the trailer. Okay, so Jurassic World is how the trailer opens up here, and this is actually how the last trailer began as well, but this is a new shot here at nighttime. We get a good shot of some of these Funko dinosaurs, and also another Funko dinosaur up there in the top right. Nice little waterfall environment at nighttime, so very cool. This is all in-game footage, by the way, so this is how the game's going to look. 1010 Games, the developer. Here's a good shot of the Back to the Future level. So we see this is kind of where the end of the movie takes place, where the thing gets struck by lightning, and then he travels back to the future. So you see the movie theater there in the back left. Looks like pretty much a one-to-one recreation of that movie, so really cool to see there. Let's continue on here. There's the Funko logo, as we all know. Here is another shot from John Carpenter's The Thing. We've seen this shot, or at least a variation of it, in the prior trailer, so cool to see it again there. Universal logo, so everything seems to be from Universal in this game. Alright, so this is a really cool shot. So this appears to be the villain of the game here in the back left, so he's watching all of the different worlds with the different franchises. You know, we got The Thing, we got, what is that in the background? Back to the Future, I want to say. Jurassic World over here, and not sure what this one in the middle is. Maybe Hot Fuzz? Not sure, it looks like just a city in the daytime. But here is the villain. He kind of has messed up hair. To me, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't this look like Freddy Funko, maybe? Is Freddy Funko the villain? Like some sort of evil version, alternate universe version of Freddy Funko? Not totally sure, but let's continue on. So he wants something from each of these worlds, though, based on the dialogue. He has envious eyes, as you can see there. And, whoa, there we got a shot from John Carpenter's The Thing. Very gruesome. There's actually quite a bit of gruesome shots for what seems like a kid's game, because they are going for a T for teen rating, by the way. There's a new shot from The Mummy. The Mummy's a new franchise confirmed for the game. And here's a shot from Battlestar Galactica, and notice there's 4 characters popping out here. That's because the game does support 4-player online co-op. They talked about this back when the prior trailers came out, but they haven't really talked about the online or the co-op aspect for this big reveal trailer, but I'm sure that's coming up later when we get more gameplay. Here's John Carpenter's The Thing, and you can see this like Funko computer in the background. Not sure if that's going to be some sort of interactable object. You got this lever as well that definitely looks interactable. You got this, what looks like a target there. Maybe you have to shoot that. Not sure. Alright, here's looking on the computer. Here we have Hot Fuzz, which is confirmed for the game now. And here is a shot from Jaws. Jaws is confirmed. Jaws is kind of an interesting one because, you know, it's a really cool franchise, don't get me wrong, but gameplay-wise and, like, video game-wise, I'm not sure there's too much you can do with it because, you know, it's kind of like you're in the ocean and a shark is after you. You know, how many levels can you make out of that? How can you make, like, a big hub world out of that? I'm not totally sure, but it's cool that it's being featured in the game nonetheless. Here's another shot from The Mummy, like how he's holding that mummified teddy bear there. Alright, let's move on. Like how the Funko, let's go back there for a second. Like the Funko crown, it's kind of on the different, it's like on all the different objects throughout the environment, which I guess makes sense because you saw like Lego in the Lego games on a lot of different things. But all right, so here we go. This is a possessed character here. So you got the purple crown. This seems to signify like a boss or a character that is being mind controlled by the villain. So very interesting there. That's kind of the first example of that we see. Let's move on. Here's Jurassic World. We've seen quite a bit of Jurassic World, and this, I'm not sure, is this Battlestar Galactica? It looks very space themed. Forgive me, I don't know all of these franchises, so you guys will have to help me out. It's kind of hard to tell, you know, even trying to do research on them, it's kind of hard to tell what franchises these are. But we have another villain here being mind controlled by the villain. And here again, this is on John Carpenter's The Thing, and you can see there is that purple crown yet again and the purple eyes. So the villain is definitely, even on the dog there's a purple eye. So the villain is definitely doing some sort of mind control on each of these villains there again. I don't see the purple crown that time, but again, more mind control action. Whoa, look at that guy just get completely decapitated there here in, I think this is Battlestar Galactica. Here is Jurassic World, and once again, we see this T-Rex, I believe it is, being mind controlled by the villain with the purple crown. So this is just a total speculation as to how the game is going to be set up, but to me, each of the franchises is going to have its own little hub world that you kind of travel throughout the game. You do different story missions, then maybe once you defeat the boss, maybe each hub or each franchise has one of these bosses with the purple crown on it. Once you defeat the boss in that area, maybe that's when you unlock, you know, free play, as what the Lego games used to have, where then you can go through this same hub world, you know, with any character that you've unlocked to kind of solve different puzzles throughout the world. That's just what I'm guessing right now, but, you know, it's kind of early to say, but all speculation on my part. Here we have this shot. I have no idea what franchise this is from. Umbrella Academy, maybe? Someone let me know. Let's move on. Here is Jaws, and whoa, we just got looks like a kid or a baby getting eaten by the shark. And surprisingly, the shark looks very friendly. I guess, you know, it's Funko Pop, but it looks kind of nice there. Doesn't look too angry, but even though it is eating that little Funko child's head off. Here, okay, this shot, I was like, dang, they're going pretty bloody. But if you look nearby, there are ketchup bottles here, so it doesn't seem to be blood. It seems to be ketchup. This looks like blood that's actually on the heads, but yeah, it's not exactly blood. That is ketchup, but they're definitely kind of pushing the line there, I would say. Trying to get that T for teen rating. They don't want to get rated M. Next up, here we have a shot from Jurassic World. You can see you get armed with straight up guns, so that you shoot this lock, it unlocks the door, and then we got some dinosaurs coming right at you. Looks like some sort of pipe with a valve on it. That blue looks like almost that you can interact with it and maybe put out that, maybe it sprays water and puts out that fire there. Not sure. There is Masters of the Universe, He-Man. And again, I don't know what franchise this is from. This looks like the one we saw earlier. Maybe Umbrella Academy, but someone can help me in the comments below. Alright, let's move on. And here is, I think this is Battlestar Galactica. And here is John Carpenter's The Thing. And this is definitely some high-speed action here. You're running. There must be a sprint button because he's running pretty fast there. And you're getting chased down by some enemies, helicopters and everything. Looks pretty chaotic. Here is Jurassic World taking down this dinosaur boss. This one is not mind-controlled, so this is just your regular old dinosaur, I guess. In the background there, it looks like there's some interactable objects. Like, looks like some sort of vending machine, and then there's a treasure chest. Maybe the treasure chests have collectibles in them. Not sure. Also looks like there's maybe a weak spot on the belly of the dinosaur there. So I'm not sure. Here we have a shot from, not totally sure what franchise is from. Someone can help me in the comments. Looks like Umbrella Academy to me, but again, could be wrong. There is some sort of, looks like some sort of interactable object right there, maybe. Alright, let's move on. Here is the Mummy getting overtaken by those insects. Poor Funko Brendan Fraser there getting taken over. Here is John Carpenter's The Thing. You can wield a flamethrower, and I gotta say, I like how the flame looks in the game. Like, the effect on that is very cool. And again, this boss is not taken over by, this is the dog from the movie, and this boss is not taken over by the main villain yet. He doesn't have the purple eyes or the crown yet. Alright, there we got another shot there. Here is Jordan Peele's Nope being featured in the game. All right, let's move on. And here again is John Carpenter's The Thing. Some enemies. You got a shotgun. Look at that headshot. Just pops his head right off. Headshots are going to be pretty easy in this game with Funkos. So this shot, someone let me know in the comments below about this franchise as well, because to me this character almost looks like something out of like Scott Pilgrim. There's a lever here that you clearly can pull down. But then there's also some sort of space environment going on, so it looks like Battlestar Galactica. So someone let me know in the comments. Again, that same golden object right there on the wall, which is what we saw earlier in this scene. So not sure what those are. Someone let me know what you think those are. Here we have a shot where they're kind of arming up. There is Hot Fuzz. Here's Back to the Future. You can see here he's driving the car. Marty McFly is driving the car around. I wonder if there's going to be like racing mechanics in the game. That'd be kind of cool. Or just driving controls. Pop and gear store. Out of time license plate. And here we see Freddy Funko kind of becoming a skeleton of some sort. Not sure what's going on there. And here we have a list of all the franchises. Lots of new ones announced here. Invincible. We didn't really see any Invincible in the trailer. There's a lot that they announced, but they didn't show in the trailer at all. Xena Warrior Princess. That might have been that one franchise that we saw earlier, actually. Nope. Back to the Future. Five Nights at Freddy's. I know a lot of people are excited about that one. We didn't see that in the trailer. Jurassic Park as well as Jurassic World. Voltron. Legendary Defender. Knight Rider. Chucky. Chucky we didn't see in this trailer. We did see it in the prior trailer. Knight Rider I don't think we saw. Megan we definitely didn't see. So a lot of stuff we haven't seen yet. Then we have this one final shot from John Carpenter's The Thing. And look at that. Complete impalement with a little bit of blood coming out. So yeah, definitely pushing, you know, I feel like if this was real people, not Funkos, this would probably get an M rating, but you know, the cartoony style kind of gives them a pass. But there you have it, September 13th, 2024. That awesome box art there showing off some characters we didn't see, like Invincible and Megan being featured there, as well as Five Nights at Freddy's. So a lot of cool franchises being featured in this game. One thing I do want to point out is it appears the game has been delayed on the Nintendo Switch. If you look at all the different websites, the Switch version is showing a November 15th pre-order date. So that September 13th, I don't think is happening on the Switch. They're still saying September 13th on all the official forums and everything, but literally all the retailers selling the game have changed the Switch date to November 15th. So I think they're going to announce it soon, but just a heads up there, guys, if you're getting it on Switch, it has been delayed by a couple of months for that console. Okay, so that's it for the trailer breakdown. Now here at the end, I do want to add a couple more bits of information that we got from a Variety article. So Variety did an interview with Arthur Parsons, one of the head guys at 1010 Games, and he gave some interesting information that I want to share with you guys here. So one of the questions in this article is asking Arthur Parsons, are there plans to work with other studios outside of NBC Universal for future iterations of Funko Fusion to do the same thing with other IP like Disney or Warner Brothers? So obviously, people want to see Disney with this game, you know, Star Wars, Marvel, that would go a long way. So he says, at the minute, the entire studio is fully focused on ensuring that Funko Fusion delivers on our initial lofty ambitions. We want to create an incredibly fun and engaging experience for players to enjoy, and once we've reached that goal, we will be able to look to the future. So, seems like for Funko Fusion, they're just going to stick with NBC Universal properties, but in the future, it seems like they could expand. My personal opinion is I think they would probably not do DLC. I think they would create full games, sort of like the Lego games. You know, we have Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego Batman, Lego Star Wars. I imagine if Funko Fusion is successful, maybe they could partner up with Disney and then we could get a Funko Star Wars game or a Funko Marvel game. I think those kind of deserve to be their own game, and kind of Funko could be kind of the next Lego game. You know, you could have a bunch of different Funko games being based around different franchises. And then one question I see a lot is people talking about microtransactions with this game. Not really sure why, because they haven't really even hinted at microtransactions. There's really no evidence of them being in this game. But there is a question here. It says, what are the plans for DLC? And Arthur Parsons says, we want to work closely with the fandoms of the properties we have in the game, as well as the players that will enjoy Funko Fusion, and involve them in our DLC plans. We do have some exciting things up our sleeves already, but we will really want to engage with the community that comes to embrace Funko Fusion in our decision making. So it's kind of interesting. It seems like for the DLC, they're going to stick with the properties they already have, because he says we want to work closely with the fandoms of the properties we have in-game, as well as the players that will enjoy Funko Fusion. So to me, it seems like they're not going to add new properties to the game through DLC. They're just going to kind of expand on the ones that are already there. That's just kind of how I read into that, but let me know what you think in the comments below. But okay guys, I think that's going to do it for this video, so let me know what you think about this trailer. Let me know some of those franchises I wasn't so sure about throughout the teaser trailer, and let me know what you think about this game. Do you think it's going to be good? Are you excited for it? What franchises are you hoping potentially get added as DLC, or maybe what do you want to be expanded upon within the franchises that are already announced, because that seems to be the route that they're going. We're going to be covering this game pretty in-depth on the channel, so like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if not, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.